Hello everyone, welcome to TTV News with some latest events in the province, and now we came into details. Ladies and gentlemen, in the morning of October 9, the delegations of the 15th National Assembly has a meeting with voters in Hoa Thanh Thao before the 6 sessions.
The delegation includes Mr. Nguyễn Trọng Nghĩa, Secretary of the Party Central Committee, Head of the Propaganda and Training Commissions of the Central Party Committee, Member of the 15th National Assembly, Mr. Huỳnh Thanh Phương, Provincial Party Committee Member, Secretary of Goyao District Party Committee, delegates of the 15th National Assembly. At the meeting, Hoa Thanh Thao voters were informed about the expected program of the 6 sections of the 15th National Assembly, opening on October the 23rd, and results of responses from the authorities on the issues voters mentioned in a previous contact. Speaking at the conference, Secretary of the Party Central Committee, Head of the Central Propaganda Party Committee Nguyễn Trọng Nghĩa further informed local voters about the outstanding results of the 8th Central Conference, termed the 13th, some major features of the socio-economic situation of the country, the province, and the activities of the Provincial National Assembly delegation in the first 9 months of 2023. Voters of Hoa Thanh Thao expressed their joy at the development achievements of the country and province, the results of positive activities of the Provincial National Assembly delegation over the past time, and hope that the Provincial National Assembly delegation will continue to have many comments to contribute to the contents and agenda, contributing to the overall success of the National Assembly and the meeting. And on the same day, Mr. Nguyễn Mạnh Tiến, Deputy Chairman of the National Assembly Foreign Affairs Committee, National Assembly Delegates of the Taynan Province, had a meeting with voters of Như Minh Châu District. Accordingly, voters proposed to delegate issues such as reducing the age for social pension benefits from 80 to 75 years old. Thom Nhật Bridge is seriously damaged and requires the authorities to pay attention and resolve it. Strengthen inspection and management of fertilizer and pesticide quality in the area so that the people, especially the farmers, can yield it with peace of mind. The workers who are part-time commune level officials participating in mandatory social insurance but do not have a maternity benefit expect the authorities to consider and have a support plan. Besides, there are also opinions related to the issuance of certificates of land use rights, environment, household registration, etc. Speaking at a meeting, Mr. Nguyễn Mạnh Tiến, Deputy Chairman of the National Assembly Foreign Affairs Committee, respectfully thanked the affection and trust of the local voters. At the same time, it was said that the voters' opinion and recommendations will be complied and submitted to the National Assembly and competent levels and branches for consideration and resolution. And ladies and gentlemen, also on October the 9th, the Provincial National Assembly delegation, including Mr. Phạm Hùng Thái, Permanent Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Head of Provincial National Assembly delegation, and Mr. Trần Hữu Hậu, Member of the National Assembly's Law Committee, had a meeting with the voters in some communes in Châu Thành districts. At the meeting, the voters proposed a number of contents such as research, introduce and promote the Hoàng Cầm Kitchen model in tourist areas in the province to develop the tourism, as well as request the authorities to intervene on the measurement mechanisms to minimize the impurities in cassava. Voters proposed simplifying procedures and costs for finalizing price solidarity houses completely handled according to land use planning for more than 20 hectares of land in front of Thanh Ninh Commune People's Committee headquarters. And on behalf of the National Assembly delegation, Permanent Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Head of Provincial National Assembly delegation Phạm Hùng Thái explained and received opinions from voters and provided additional information on some related contents to the voters' recommendations. At the meeting, reviewed the 75 years tradition of the party inspection by the industry. The conference also heard a report on the activities of the party committee of the bloc party committee since the merge of the two party committees of Provincial Associates Bloc and Party Committee of Provincial Business Bloc on the results of implementing inspection, supervision, and disciplinary tasks. The party and report of the Bloc Party Inspection Committee for the first 9 months of 2023 and mission directions for the last 3 months of 2023. Since the merger, the Bloc Party Committee Inspection Committee has coordinated with the associates to advise the Bloc Party Standing Committee to organize specialized inspection and conclude 23 grassroots party organizations, 8 individuals, and supervise topics and conclusion for 19 party organizations and 8 individuals. On this occasion, the Bloc Party Committee's Inspection Committee also awarded the medal for the party inspection course to 86 comprised of the Party Committee of the Ninh Province.
Ladies and gentlemen, in response to the National Day of Fire Prevention and Fighting, many propaganda activities and practice of firefighting and rescue take place.
In the morning of October 6, 2023, the Provincial Police held a conference to announce the decision and award certificates to typical advanced units in the movement of people participating in fire prevention and fighting in 2023. In 2023, the Provincial Police reviewed and decided to recognize 408 units that have achieved exemplary performance in the movement of people participating in fire prevention and fighting, including 71 units directly managed by the Fire Prevention and Rescue Police Department. The remaining 337 units are managed by the police of districts, towns, and cities according to hierarchy. These are units with many practical activities, good, effective, and typical practice in performing fire prevention fighting work, contributing to ensuring fire safety, limiting the number of fires and explosions, and minimizing damage about people and property caused by fire and explosion.
And on the morning of October 9, the People's Procuracy of the Ninh Province organized professional training on skill for building request recommendations and protests in the criminal, civil, administrative, and enforcement fields for the execution in 2023. That is considered an important work contributing to overcoming violations and shortcomings of litigation agencies in judicial activities, ensuring the interests of the state and the legitimate rights and interests of individuals, organized avoid injustice and let criminals escape. And during 2 days, students will be trained and study on the legal pages, skills in building requests, petitions, and protests in the criminal, civil, and administrative fields, execute judgment. And through the training, it contributes to raising awareness and responsibility, and also training professional skill for the team of prosecutors and investigators, further improving the quality and efficiency of the requests, petitions, and appeals, recommendations in exercising prosecutorial power and supervising judicial activities. And ladies and gentlemen, VTV9 will spend 30 minutes every Sunday to broadcast reports and special topics produced by the local stations. Proposal to the Board of Directors of Vietnam Television Center in Ho Chi Minh City, VTV9 channel, at the Propaganda Coordination Conference between VTV9 and regional local stations that took place on the afternoon of October the 6th of 2023. Attending the event, there also were Mr. Vũ Xuân Trường, Secretary of the Party Committee and Director of the Ninh Radio Television Station. Speaking at the conference, VTV9 channel leaders appreciated and acknowledged the contributions of 11 local stations in the region, along with the VTV9 channel's brand positioning over the past 16 years. For specific propagandas, especially policy propaganda, the Board of Directors of VTV9 channel recommends that in the coming time, the party strengthen coordination, not only in providing news stories but also in many other programs on many platforms, but improving the propaganda effectiveness and opening up new spaces to carry out propaganda tasks and while perform aside political tasks also. And ladies and gentlemen, in 2021, Hoa Binh Market in Thanh Long Commune of Dong Thanh District has been built to reach a Class 2 market scale from socialized capital. Compared to the year before, the market is much more spacious, but still needs some investment to ensure the safety and environmental sanitation. This is the only level 2 market that has the largest scale among the markets of Yotan district, and the investor has invested in completing the construction of the market with a cost of about 30 billion Vietnam dong. And looking from the outside, the market has a very spacious appearance, and inside the market, the stores have also been upgraded to be taller and cleaner, much better than before. However, there are still some problems that make small businesses worry, which is that the market's drainage system is not smooth and pollution still occurs at many times. Garbage after each market is not collected as often as in the urban areas, but it only is collected every few days, causing the area behind the market to be polluted. Both traders and customers are worried about this situation. And the District Economic and Infrastructure Department has coordinated and requested the Thanh Lâm Commune to pay attention to managing and monitoring environmental issues here.
Ladies and gentlemen, opening new opportunity for tourism to develop is the main goal of the trade promotion conference in a series of activities of the events TayNinhTV Day in Hanoi in 2023.
The good news is that through discussion with managers, travel businesses, and tourism service units, new opportunities are gradually being opened for the province tourism to affirm its brand, and this market is full of fierce competition also. Destinations that were previously large tourist centers still had many difficulties. TayNinhTV has overcome them, and this year of 2023 we also achieved many results. More fruit, and we see that the number of tourists coming to TayNinhTV has increased. There are many, and TayNinhTV tourism products are also very rich. We see that in addition to Bà Nang Mountain tourist area, there are many places such as the Cao Đài Holy See or the Trảng Bàng, Logo Samak National Park, Human Châu, etc. many spots to travel. And these are also the comments of the province leaders when identifying the province tourism development potential behind Bà Nang Mountain to develop spiritual tourism in the central base of the Southern Department to develop cultural and historical tourism. Next is the religious tourism with the indigenous religion in the province, Cao Đài religion. Cao Đài Religious Center with an architectural style that intersects the teachings of 3 religions, and finally TayNinhTV has an artificial irrigation lake of Yoting Lake, the largest dam in the Southeast Asia, exploited for the multiple purposes, has the tourism potential but still ensures the main goal. The market here, in addition to the north, which is a big center, we must identify who we are. We must understand the customers and tourists spiritually, about cultural ecology, and about the unique features of the TayNinhTV province, and use that to help us find our market segment. Second is the products. We hope that the provincial leaders, as well as the management agency and the tourism association of the TayNinhTV province, will continue to have a stronger breakthroughs to diversify products. How can our products prolong the experience time? Because in the past, the number of visitors to the TayNinhTV province is very large, but stay is not long. Currently, there are 2 areas with 3 destinations that can be connected immediately, which are religious tourism with Festival of Cao Đài Holy See with very unique architecture. The second is Bà Nang Mountain tourist area, although 1/3 of the product is being built and there is no resort yet. In the near future, we are trying to work to soon promote the tourist area on top of the mountain, a resort with spiritual elements and house resort also. And with the advantages that the province has an important position in the region, at the conference, a good suggestion for the tourism to develop is event tourism. I see that TayNinhTV has a lot of opportunity to develop MICE tourism and event tourism. But what is this opportunity? First, the geographical location is 100 miles from the big city of Saigon and Bình Dương province closer, and these are 2 very large MICE tourism markets. TayNinhTV has not yet deployed the MICE tourism, but it has the core and quality to form MICE tourism. The head of the provincial government affirmed that Thailand's tourism potential is not only Thailand's South but also the regions and the country. So this tourism development cooperation requires the joint contributions of other countries, agencies and units also, especially businesses and tourism service units. And with Deputy Director of the Vietnam National Tourism Administration pledging that the department will always accompany Thailand province so that the province shines strongly and develops worthy of being an international destination. And it's believed that Thailand tourism will have the opportunity to take off and reach far.
Ladies and gentlemen, in response to the National Day of Fire Prevention and Fighting, many propaganda activities and practice of firefighting and rescue take place.
With the current complicated situation of fire and explosion accidents, propaganda and education about the fire prevention and fighting for the pupils and students is extremely important. Each student and pupils is the nucleus in carrying out fire prevention and fighting work. The Fire Prevention and Fighting Police team of the Provincial Police coordinated with the Hoàng Lê Kha High School for the captive delegation to organize a fire prevention and rescue experience program to bring students the knowledge about the fire prevention and fighting and escape skill, firefighting equipment, and practice fire prevention and fighting knowledge to apply it in the practice. And at the program, the children excitedly interacted and answered the questions related to fire prevention knowledge. Many children demonstrated their understanding of the steps to take when a fire occurs. I feel that today's section is very meaningful. I have updated knowledge. I have life skills to save myself and also everyone. We can both practice and then learn the theory. When participating, I was most impressed with the jumping curtain activities to save the lives because it was the first time I was able to stand on a high floor and jump down like that. The propaganda section is not only an extracurricular activity that provides useful knowledge and skills, but also creates a premise for awareness of the fire prevention and fighting for the students and the pupils right from the time they are in school, and creating a positive impact and spread to the parents and the children, contributing to promoting the movement of all people participating in fire prevention and fighting. Dragon fruit capital in Bình Thuận province has about 27,000 hectares with an output of 550,000 tons per year. Along with the main market of China, Bình Thuận is promoting export to other high-end markets to increase the value of added values and export values. And in that effort, Bình Thuận faces many challenges due to increasingly strict requirements on standards, quality, and also technical barriers. Currently, we are strengthening supervision, planting area costs, and packaging houses to ensure the proper production process, maintaining the process to ensure the stable quality, traceability, and always gain the trust of importing countries. That Vietnamese agricultural products must meet increasingly strict international standards is no longer a far-fetched story. Especially recently, the UK began to amend the regulations to increase control over a number of imported products, including Vietnamese dragon fruit. Although it is not a key market, if it is not met, it will greatly affect the psychology and reputation of Vietnamese agricultural products also. The UK market does not import much, but it is an alarm bell for Vietnamese manufacturers and businesses that must have the top quality to survive, not make if you follow the outside. It will be difficult to dominate the market sustainably. Not only the UK, technical barriers in markets are tightened every day, not to mention the global trend requires products to be green while agriculture is identified as a huge source of emissions, and along with that, problems with the quality of agricultural products when exported, leading to forced returns and challenges from domestic production, and the problems that Vietnam must solve. And currently, the area of agricultural products that meet international standards such as global gap in our country is still very low, with dragon fruit only about 10%. Meanwhile, free trade agreement that Vietnam participates in open up the opportunity to promote agricultural exports but also pose many challenges. And these are bottlenecks that need to be resolved decisively to build first reputation and brand for Vietnamese agricultural products.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for TTV News today. Thank you for joining with us and see you next time.